Doris Burke. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point
guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for the Clippers. And it's Morris in at the power forward. And for Golden State, Curry is out there with Thompson. And it's Green in at the power forward.
You know, for so long, the Clippers were on the bottom rung of the ladder in the West, almost were a joke in the conference, but their fortunes have changed dramatically in the past few years, and now they're a team that's respected and feared.
Now here's Curry. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Well, Clark, you said the Clippers have really flipped the Western Conference upside down over the last few years, and you're right. They have done it with, Steve Style, to say the least. They've got now also a very deep team.
Well, a 35-17 record against the West was enough to secure them their division and advantage in the first round. You have to remember, too, that they were without some of their big stars last season, so if they can stay healthy and really take advantage of what they have, this could be a lot of fun.
First one falls for him.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Well, Clark, as you said, the Warriors did lean on their rookies as the season went on. 4 of them in all, with 3 coming in the draft and 1 walking on the roster. Big help, Steve, from them in the opening round of the playoffs.
Pretty remarkable that a team could do that well in the postseason, relying on so many rookies, but it speaks to their maturity, their character, the group they've put together, and it's very promising in terms of their long-term success.
Now Morris, after the missed 3 from Wiggins. Leonard, the open look, gets a very good look and converts.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
On defense, the Clippers. 4-point game. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. Relying on their outside marksmanship is one thing he's comfortable with in this matchup. He said that his team can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league when it comes to shooting from distance, and that he won't pull the reins back on his shooters at all tonight, guys. We'll see how they go.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the 3-ball.
Now here's Jackson after the miss from Curry. Clock at 4. Jackson misses. The Clippers on defense. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Back to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. He dishes it to Curry. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Jackson with it. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Stolen away. Watson guarded by Jackson. Outside, Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard off the pick from Morris. They double him with Green. Morris with the bucket.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Green kicks to Curry. Shoots, and he hits the jump shot. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to George. He feeds it to Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Morris. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Good. Jackson's got 5 now.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Warriors trail by 5. Now here's Green. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry against Jackson. Back to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He has 6.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Jackson off the pick for Morris. Outside, George. Nice D from Thompson.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
He passes to Wiggins. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Clippers leading by 5. Outside, George passes it to Morris. Back to George. There's the dish to Jackson. Outside, Leonard. There's the pick. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. He kicks to Thompson. Pass to Wiggins. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good off the back of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And so it's Golden State with it. They trail by 9 points. Out to Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. The feed to Morris. Three-pointer. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And the Clippers making a change here. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Here's Curry. He has 6. Watson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Kicks to Curry. He passes to Wiggins. Cans it from downtown.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Clippers leading by 6. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Dishes to George. Fires for 3. Gets it to go. George has got 7.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Yeah, guys, did you know that the Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
No one covering.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Leonard with the ball. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Warriors trail by 7. Outside, Green. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And what a time to be a Clipper fan these days, guys, with the way they've climbed to the very top of the Pacific Division. And, Steve, they've done it by beating up on the rest of the teams in that Pacific.
Well, Golden State gave them some trouble, Kevin, but otherwise they really rolled against the rest of the Pacific Division. And I'll tell you, it became clear within a few months last season that the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific, and what a long time coming for Clipper fans.
You know, it's funny, you look at the Golden State Warriors, they've had the 3rd best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, were better. At Oracle, it's not the altitude, it's the crowd. One of the best in all of the NBA.
Clock at 6. Here's Mann. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Clippers lead by 6.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Feeds it to Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 9. And Clark, as you were saying about the Warriors, they really feed off this home crowd. Steve, you said maybe the best in the NBA.
I think so, just in terms of the support they get, regardless of their success. You think back over the last 16, 17 years, Warriors have only been in the playoffs twice, and yet the fans are there every single night going nuts. So, and now that they're a good team, I think this fan base is really going to come alive.
Here's Kennard. And it's the Clippers scoring again. Here's Green. Double zero. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Ibaka with a screen on Curry. 5 to shoot. No good from Bledsoe. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Green. Passes to Poole. Back to Curry. Shoots the 3. Shot is off. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Mann, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-0 on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. As Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason. And they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Warriors trail by 7. He dishes it to Curry. They double-team Curry. The Clippers grab the miss. 1:42 left to play in the first quarter. Knar, guarded by Curry. Good! And the Clippers lead by 9. 1:29 left to play in the first. The pass to Bielitsa. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, when he's the screener in the pick and roll, which he often is, it's a play that works to perfection for this club because of just his ability to read defenses.
Steve, you can attribute that to his timing. I mean, he knows exactly when to roll towards the bucket. He just has a nice feel and sense of how to run that play.
Both free throws good from Bielitsa. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
.121 left here in the first quarter. And here's Bledsoe. Ibaka outside. Here's Knar. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Pass to Bielitsa. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Curry against Bledsoe. Doubled by Bielitsa. Outside, Batum. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
That's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Passes it to Poole. Golden State moving the ball around. Lets it go with the 3. That's good. And now it's only a 5-point Clipper lead.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Kennard tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From deep, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Screen by Ibaka. And too long on the shot.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Guys, John Wall may be the fastest player in the league, but it's been his outside shot that's held him back from becoming a superstar. He said in his younger days he never needed to shoot from outside, and added that if he did, he shot it, quote, like I was a lights-out shooter, fade away, no follow-through. In other words, he made the shot more difficult than it had to be. Now, he says, the main thing for me is using my speed and shooting on the way up. Guys, he's put a lot of work into his shot, and we're starting to see the results.
Well, as his shooting comes along, that's a great way for him to really find his niche, Doris. Thanks. And here are the Warriors now. After the three-pointer from Bledsoe, here's the pass to Bielitsa. And that one is hammered home. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Leonard on the wing. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And you got to mention his free throw shooting from last season, an outstanding 88%.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
The free throw drops for Leonard. The Warriors making a switch here. Leonard hits them both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Warriors trail by 4. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Thompson outside. From outside the arc, gets the bucket. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
He feeds it to Morris. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. They set the pick. Pass to Thompson. Thompson right side. And another three for Golden State.
Hey, look at the terrific outside shooting for the Golden State Warriors. That's where the league is going. We've seen spread the floor, penetrate and kick. And so tough to guard anyone with that kind of floor spacing, but the Warriors in particular with those magical three-point shooters. You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Leonard against Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. He passes it to Poole. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Now going back to the value of long-range shooting, the new defensive philosophies teams have put into place in recent years, Clark, they've really put a premium on it.
No question about it. I mean, you think about how teams defend. They load up on the strong side of the floor to deter drives and post-ups, try to have guys in the gaps and in the lane, and that creates opportunities for the three-point shot, and the Warriors took full advantage of that.
You love talking about this stuff, the X's and O's.
It's always fun.
I know it.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Warriors trail by 3. There's the dish to Thompson. Watson, he's covered by Leonard. Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing. Los Angeles has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Morris dishes to George. Leonard sets a screen for George. For 3. It's rebounded by Poole.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And the shot is good. 8 points for Leonard.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Thompson outside. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And the basket good. Now Jackson. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Leonard. Defended by Wiggins. Tries from 10. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
That puts them in the lead. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. George passes to Morris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Morris has got 7.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
The difference between being a dominant or a good team and mediocrity is the ability to win on the road. The Clippers secured their spot as one of the NBA's elite teams last season because they showed the ability to get it done on the road.
Porter's checked in for Golden State. There's the feed to Thompson. Kicks it to Porter. Back to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. And the Clippers with one of the better road records in the Western Conference last year, going 24-17. Steve actually tied for the second most road wins in the West, only behind the Thunder.
And believe it or not, Kevin, it's the first time the Clippers franchise has ever had a winning record on the road. Actually, I do believe that when you think back to Clipper history. But I'll tell you what, it's a team on the rise and a very interesting club to watch.
Golden State moving the ball around. And the Warriors miss again.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Morris kicks to Jackson. Dishes it to Morris. George. A three-pointer off the mark. Feeds to Porter. Pass to Poole. Wiggins lets it go from deep. And the Warriors miss again.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Morris dishes to George. Passes it to Morris. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Cannot hit. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. He dishes it to Porter. Watson, the pass to Porter. Porter gets a screen from Wiggins. He feeds it to Thompson. He passes to Poole. And Jackson with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Now, here's Porter. Pass to Poole. Shot to stop the drought.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Pass to Ibaka. Pick off in midair. The dish now to Porter. Pass to Poole. Thompson outside from downtown. And it's good. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Poole. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Here's the three. The Warriors pull it in.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the boards.
Poole guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Poole. Can't get it to go. Solid defense there from Mann.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
George sets a screen for Leonard. He kicks it to George. Fires the three. The shot misses. And Golden State will come the other way. And the basket Poole. Watson. Thompson right side. Shoots from 12. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And the Warriors making a change here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Now, here is George. 10 points for him. Jackson drives in. Lets it go from 11. Gets it to go. Jackson's got 7. The Warriors leading. Thompson outside. The feed to Porter. Back to Thompson. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Kicks to Leonard. The three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's 13 points for Leonard. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. Two evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
.119 left to play here in the half. Thompson outside. Dishes to Curry. Green with a screen on Jackson. Stolen by George. Left side, George. Pass to Mann. Feeds it to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside, Green. Passes it to Wiggins. Looking to end the run. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
It's Jackson with the drive. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And that one's good. Curry's got 11. Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Warriors lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the third quarter. But right now, it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's Thursday and just one more day until the weekend's officially here. But in the meantime, let's check out what's been going on. For the Warriors, a tight battle against the Los Angeles Clippers. Just a shooting exhibition so far. It seems like they can't miss from long range. It's also been a strong start for the Clippers. They've dialed up the tempo, ripping and running. It's been a fun one to watch. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A view of the Bay Bridge spanning from San Francisco over to the East Bay and Oakland.
Some fantastic numbers here for Thompson. 15 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, it looks like he's in for a big night. And the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. There was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
And the Warriors with possession here after the three-pointer from Morris.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you wanted to get into a three-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Jackson. Warriors trail by 4. Thompson outside. Curry guarded by Jackson. Green with a screen for Curry. Wiggins. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 7.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Leonard dishes to George. He feeds it to Jackson. He kicks to Morris. Clock at 6. No good with the triple. Warriors shooting 51% from the field. They'll take it. Green, the screen, to the middle. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Curry against Jackson. Outside Leonard. And he slams it one-handed.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Gets the bucket. Thompson's got 18 points in the game.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Jackson. He dishes it to Morris. He passes to Leonard. Inside, Zubek. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. 2 shots. And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second.
Well, despite tying things up, he's still shaking his head, knowing he could have given them the lead.
And there's the pass to Wiggins. Back to Green. Thompson right side. From the corner. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Now the dish to Morris. Back to Leonard. Pass to Jackson. McCree gets it to go. Jackson's got 12.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. They've gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You have to like what we're seeing from Leonard.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Now the feed to Curry. And George with the block. Jackson off the pick for Morris. George, that's a 2-pointer. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. Here's Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Jackson drives in. Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got 12.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a 5-point game. Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him. Leonard kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Warriors trail by 5. Outside, Green. Bledsoe comes over to help. Curry passes to Thompson. The 15-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Outside, George. With a step back. Another one falls for the Clippers. The Warriors have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Thompson against George. Thompson dishes to Curry. Green with a screen on Bledsoe. And Curry, here we go. Thompson for the triple. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Backs down. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Here's Knaw. And again, no good by the Clippers. Warriors trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Thompson inside the line. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Here's Knaw. And the Clippers miss again. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Iguodala with it. Leonard picks him up. Dishes it to Curry. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 14 points.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Batuma's screen on Thompson. Leonard sets a screen for George. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
It's George on the wing. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Thompson outside. On the wing, Iguodala. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it to tie the game up. Curry's got 16 points.
That was an elegant move to drop on the floater there, guys.
Bledsoe kicks to Leonard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Really an extraordinary game for Leonard. He has 17 points and 5 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
That's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
And the first one drops. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Leonard hits them both. The Warriors have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Left side, Curry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes, and cashing in.
Free throw good by Curry. And both free throws good for Curry. And for the Clippers, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Bledsoe with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Back to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Feeds to Curry. For the lead. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Curry. 18 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for Curry.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 12. Here's Leonard. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. They set the pick. The drive by Green. That's good. Green's got 9 points.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Now here's Batum. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Back to Jackson. The fader. Blocked. But he stays with it. Again, the miss by Jackson. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Green kicks to Curry. Passes it to Wiggins. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. He feeds it to Batum. Back to Jackson. There's a minute 40 left to play in the third. Leonard, the open look. They get the rebound. Batum. And it's blocked by Wiggins. Green with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Outside Curry. Back to Green. He kicks it to Curry. The three ball. Batum grabs the miss.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Bledsoe with it. Bledsoe gets the screen from Batum. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Outside Jackson. Here's Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. He's got 10. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, me too.
This has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. .43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Thompson off the pick from Bielitsa. He dishes it to Green. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. Here's George. Count the bucket. George has got 6 in the quarter.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and kick the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
All right.
Los Angeles on top, up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Warriors trail by 3. Outside, Green. Now the pass to Poole. It's up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Leonard. The dish to Jackson. Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. Shot clock at 3. He passes to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th assist in the game.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Here's Thompson. The shot no good. Excellent D there from George. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard dishes to Batum. Pass to George. The feed to Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Double clutches. He lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Well, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Pass to Poole. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Kicks it to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Batum sends a screen for Leonard. George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Passes it to Bielitsa. Gets it to go.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Los Angeles leading by 8. And George kicks to Jackson. Dishes it to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Feeds it to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's Bielitsa. Sinks the triple. And now it's only a 5-point Clipper lead.
But he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Los Angeles calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Outside Leonard. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Shot from the top of the key. The Clippers rebound. Ibaka, the pass to man. Outside, George. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Ibaka slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Thompson, a screen on Bledsoe. Curry attacking Wiggins. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Outside, George. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Green. They set the screen. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Mann. Los Angeles leading by 7. He feeds it to Bledsoe. He kicks to Leonard. The trade. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's now 24 points for Leonard. Bledsoe against Curry. Outside Curry. There's the pass to Wiggins. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Leonard with the ball. Now Green defending. It's stolen by Curry. He passes it to Wiggins. It's blocked. It's George on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Warriors trail by 7. And here is Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Pass to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Thompson. Pass to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Left side, Ibaka. Outside for George. Leonard. Bledsoe for 3. Green with the rebound. Passes to Wiggins. The dish to Curry. 3-pointer. Another miss by Curry.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
George sets a screen for Leonard. The feed now to George. Unloads. It's good from the top of the key. George has got 23. Timeout called the Warriors. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor and These timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And the Clippers making a change here.
A fool if I take it all for granted. A smart man if I keep my feet planted to the earth. Cause the people that hurt can understand it. You speaking outlandish, I'ma show you how to make it all. Can never plan it, it's a short.
Warriors trail by 9. The pass to Wiggins. Kicks to Curry. From past the arc. Morris with the rebound.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
Here's Leonard. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead. Here's Green. He passes to Wiggins. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Dishes it to Leonard. Feeds it to Bledsoe. Bledsoe gets the screen from Leonard. Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
6 seconds.
Shot clock at 5. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Now Green. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Another miss by Curry.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Leonard dishes to George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 26 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now here's Green. Green gets a screen from Thompson. And Green gets it to go.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Clippers leading by 11. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Deflected. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here is Bledsoe. He feeds it to George. Shoots, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's now 28 points here for George. Outside, Green. Green gets a screen from Thompson. And Green gets it to go.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Los Angeles has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Bledsoe passes to Leonard. Back to Bledsoe. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, no luck. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Wiggins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Wiggins.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's George. Jackson with it. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Pass to Curry. Thompson. Defended by George. Back to Curry. Takes the three. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the paint, Zubek, and he makes good on the layup.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Warriors trail by 11. Up top, Curry, guarded by Jackson. And Curry, here we go. Off on the layup.
Boy, they've really won the battle of the boards in this one, Kevin.
Leonard kicks to George. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Green. And Morris comes over to help. Curry is inside, guarded by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. There's the bucket good. Curry's got 23 points.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Los Angeles leading by 10. He dishes it to Morris. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Watson.
A real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. LA has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Down low, Zubek, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sound.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 10. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Jackson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Tough break. They've got to take care of the ball if they're going to make a comeback.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Clippers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. 32 seconds left in the game. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second bonus. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porter for the 3. Another three for Golden State. Here's Jackson. So the Clippers with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, indoors Bert, Kevin Harlan saying so long. As we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, you know them. They accuse the righteous people of crimes